Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to our Football Manager 23 beta save. I hope you didn't see yesterday's video because that was the Leeds United save that I was going to do. Turns out we're not going to do that anymore, so yeah, ignore it completely. What we are going to carry on, though, is the Man City beta save. We're starting off the season against Arsenal. Massive game. And there's been a few things that have changed. Let's take a look at the transfers because that is the thing we want to see. So we've spent 319 million and brought in 60 million pounds. Let's take a look at what's happened. We'll come to the ins in a minute. Don't you worry. We sold a bunch of dead weight, basically. Sergio Gomez has left us for Zenit for 17 million pounds. Yango Herrera has gone to Monterrey for 10.25. Nahul Bustos, who I'll be quite honest, I didn't even know was with us. He's gone off to Anderlecht. Okay, Gundogan has left us now. He wanted to... I wasn't going to stop him. He's been a very good servant for the club, and I think we brought in someone who can replace him. Yeah, so he's gone off to Zenit. Then we've got Diego Rosa has gone to Olympia for 6 million. Yan Couto has gone to Bournemouth for 4.9 million. Issa Kabore to Norwich. He's gone for 2.7. Max Elaine, who's one that I did want to keep, but he was moaning that he wanted to leave to get football. I mean, you're 18 and you're not good enough, so that's fine. Got 1 million for him. Micah Hamilton as well. He's gone off to Brentford for 625 and a few loans as well. But the ones we want to see. So first off, Ivan Fresneda, 2.2 million pound right back. He's more of a future right back because obviously we've got João Cancelo and Walker at the moment, but I think he could slot him nicely if he develops a bit more. Desiree Doué for 10.75 from Rennes. Again, I think he looks very good, and I think we can get, well, we can certainly get something out of this player. He'll be in the first team straight away. Looking very, very exciting. Only 18 years old as well. Angelo, 13.25. He's gone back out on loan to Santos, but he's a winger that'll be certainly influential in games when it comes to round to it. Lucas Gorner Duath for 13.75. Again, he's still on loan at Red Bull Salzburg. But again, I think a player that playing in that holding role that we've got in the side could be very nice. Kasper Kozlowski, 18.25. He's on loan at Brighton. And again, another player that could maybe fill in for Kevin, but we've just had so much money. I just was enjoying spending it. Teo Adaramola is another one, 20.5.5. He was going to be our first choice left back. No, not first choice, second choice left back after Nets. But I brought him in, and I don't think he's quite developed yet. So we'll give him a season in the reserves. Now we're getting to the boys, the big guns, the big amounts of money. Antonio Silva from Benfica. Absolute boss, and he's 19 years old. He is going to be incredible. Him next to Ruben Diaz at the back, the Portuguese pairing. I'm just saying, it's going to be good. Then we've got Giovanni Reina is another one that has come into the side from Borussia Dortmund. We love to sign players from Dortmund here at Man City, and we've done it again. 6'1" apparently, which I didn't think he was that tall. But he's come in for 50 million. He can play almost anywhere that we'll need him to. So that's why he's in. So versatile, so very good. Then we've got a name that I'm going to butcher. Kvicha Kvaratskhelia, the Georgian winger from Napoli, or in this game, Parthenope. But what a player. What a player. We brought him in for 62, rising to 92 million. I think he's a bargain. 22 years old, and he looks like that. Wow. And then Eduardo Camavinga. He's come in to replace Gundogan. 73 million, rising to 112 million. He's not perfect at the moment, but what I've also done is starting to train him as a left back because I reckon he could be half decent as a left back. But he will obviously be playing in his preferred roles in midfield, breaking up play, being a bit more creative as well if he needs to be. I don't think there's anything else. I think everyone else went last season when they went, and you saw that. So, yeah, it's Arsenal today. We're still playing our 4-3-3. Still feeling pretty confident with it as well. Haaland is in the starting lineup, along with Kvaratskhelia. I'm going to have to learn how to actually pronounce that. Phil Foden on the other side. But De Bruyne and Silva are now happier in the team. having been moaning because we didn't win everything. Then Rodri just hold him with Luca Netz, Emerick Laporte, Ruben Diaz and João Cancelo at the back. But we've got plenty of players who can rotate around in the squad. We've got the likes of Jude Bellingham, Moukoko, Camavinga on the bench, Stones, Ake, Reina. The list goes on. The list does go on. I'll tell you what, though, we will bring Sheldrop on for Alvarez on the bench. But good little triangle in there, working well. The two centre-backs linking up good. Hopefully the front three can do the same. We're taking on Arsenal. Let's jump into the league game. Give Kvicha his number, 24. I think he likes that number. That's good. Let's get into the game. See if we can get the win that we want. And hopefully start the season right. I'm going to say yes, we will start the season right. We had a good pre-season as well. The only issue is I think we lost to Man City. Not Man City, we are Man City. Lost to PSG 3-1. That wasn't great. But we did rotate the squad a lot. That's what we do in pre-season. We're rotating the squad, trying out all these players in different positions. We've got a few. We've signed a lot of players, so we've got to see how that works. But Nets and Saka is going to be a great matchup on this side. What a battle that could be. Ben White playing, looks like he's playing right back as he does in real life at the moment. Tierney playing centre back. It's a strange world we live in nowadays. I'd have never said Ben White as a right back and Tierney as a centre back in a pairing, but there you go. It looks like White's actually playing centre midfield. That could because Tomiyasu's playing right. Interesting. As a ball goes through to Ivan Nilsson, he's just spurned that wide. I think we got away with that one 10 minutes in, and they're still looking good, but we're on the ball now. This could be where we start to thrive. Laporte into Nets. He's going to have to keep the ball. Just keep the ball. Just keep the ball. Do not do anything stupid. Emerick Laporte looks for a beautiful switch out wide to Cancelo. He looks for Phil Foden on that right-hand side. Can he get a delivery in? He does. He finds De Bruyne on the volley, and it's just wide of the goal. It looked like a kind of a scissor kick that he went for. Didn't quite come off, which is fine. It doesn't have to. We've trained Moukoko as a right winger as well now, so he's able to play that inside forward role, which I think he could be very good at. He's got all the attributes for it, and he's obviously not going to be playing up front at the moment with who we've got up front. So I think it's good it'll also help him get game time that he needs, and he could probably be better on that side. Not quite so big, so he's not able to hold up on his own. Bernardo Silva just tapping it wide of the post. So I think coming off that right-hand side, bit of pace, great finishing. He's got a couple of goals in pre-season from that position, so I think he's pretty happy there. But Rodrigo into De Bruyne, who will look out wide to João Cancelo, who's looking for Foden on that overlap. That's got to be a penalty. No, it won't be, but it doesn't matter because Erling Haaland latches onto that ball and he fires it home on his right foot. That makes it 1-0 Man City. 20 minutes in, I think it would have been a penalty anyway. I think the ref allowed play on because Haaland got there and he absolutely rifled it in. There's no stopping that. Ramsdale hasn't got a chance. It is Ramsdale still in goal, I think. But from kickoff, Arsenal looking like they want to get a goal. It's never nice to see a highlight from kickoff, even when it is your team, because it tends to be for the others. We're looking to press quite high. Look at that overlap by Tomiyasu. Kvaran isn't. I don't even think I said that right. Our new signing is missing that tracking run of Tomiyasu, isn't he? He's not working hard enough to keep on top of that, because that could end up being a bit of a pain for us. But teams do like to play two DMs. That is something I have noticed, like deep DMs, not even centre midfield in a 4-2-3-1. They're DMs, they're holding midfielders. But we're looking to press a little bit there. Not quite able to. Nets isn't able to get there as he's having to tuck back in now. Tomiyasu's got a bit of time on this right-hand side. Is he going to be able to get a ball in, or is he going to look to play it back to Saka, who has got time, to Ben White, who lifts it into Ivan Nilsson, who's, I think that's his third header of the game. Still not able to beat Ederson, though, which is good to see, as it is still 1-0 in the half an hour mark, as Ederson looks long, looking for Haaland. Saliba wins that header, and we're not on to the second ball. That's for sure, as we're looking deep. Saka, he's got to be offside there, surely. Are we seriously saying he's not offside? He looked miles off. Apparently not. And whoever is holding him onside, I need to have words with, because that is shocking. It's a long ball. It seems to be the case. Just all you have to do is hoof the ball up the field. The defence will have a shocker. If you saw Leeds' game yesterday, you'll understand why I don't like that. Because apparently it just happens all the fucking time, and your defenders and goalkeeper are just unable to control their limbs and know what the hell's going on. But Phil Foden getting to the byline. Tierney wins that one. Has he given a... I mean, I don't think we're getting that one. I don't think we're getting it, boys. I know I'd like it. I wouldn't say no to it. But I feel like that's a no. Yeah, no penalty. So what? Is it a dive? What are you going to do now? Because you've fucked that, haven't you, ref? Even I could see that. Granted, I've got a bit of a better position. But near post, Foden into Haaland. Wins header, goes in. Oh, I thought that was the normal way to do it, though. 5 minutes till half time. We're looking all right. Nothing special, but we're doing okay. We really need a win, don't we? We're going to take Kvicha off because he's been poor, to be quite honest. We'll bring Sheldrup on there, and Foden's not been great either. So we'll actually bring Makoko on. Why not? We've got 5 subs. Let's start using them. We're bringing the 2 young up-and-comers wingers on for 2 young up-and-coming wingers who are, like, I think they're 3 years older than them. So it's a bit funny. Hopefully they can make something happen, though, as Saka on the edge of the box smashes it off the post. Sheldrup does well to clear that. Oh, no, it's our free kick, apparently. Maybe he was offside. But he didn't know that at the time. So well done. Well done, Sheldrup. As it is an hour in now, can we take anything else from this game at this stage? Bernardo Silva is having a poor game. We'll take him off then. And I think what we'll do is bring Eduardo Camavinga on. Swap him over with Kevin De Bruyne. And you will play in there. Our centre-backs are having an awful game as well. And João Cancelo as well, which actually I'm going to take off because he hasn't seemed to perform for me so far. I've always felt Kyle Walker's performed just a bit better than him this last season. So there you go. But Nets with a corner. Can he find someone? Ruben Diaz at the near post. Ramsdale might be looking at his hands thinking, have I got paper for hands? Because they have just folded into nothing. But it was a powerful header. That won't take it away from Ruben. He headed that in with power, with precision. And he makes it 2-1 with Haaland at the front post as well. One of them's bound to get the header in at some point. And that's what we've got to aim for. Aim for the near post. And one of the big boys will head it in. That's the idea. A couple of minutes to go now. Fingers crossed, we'll see this out. Although it is an Arsenal free kick with only a couple minutes to go. Sambi Lokonga playing it back to Tomiyasu, who took the original free kick. Ball comes in. Walker, can you deal with it? No, you can't. And Martinelli has headed it in. And that's not off. I was hoping for a flag. Of course it didn't come. I mean, they've been doing that the whole game. I think most teams have realised that clearly our defenders cannot header the ball when defending. Because that is a shocker. Walker isn't near enough. It's a half decent ball in, but it's so lofted. You'd hope it just to be dealt with. But there you go. Ends 2-2. It shouldn't been. We should have won that game. But against a good Arsenal side, they came top 4 last season. It's not a loss. And I know that's something that Man City fans don't want to hear because they're not used to hearing that. But we'll be back on it again. Oh, this was something. Zlatan's available. And, you know, what do you think? I'm thinking it's Zlatan. And you can't say no to Zlatan, can you? Look, just take 75k, man. Thank you. I think we might be signing Zlatan Ibrahimovic. Julian Alvarez probably will be leaving, though. We'll sell him off to Bayer Leverkusen for 32 million. That'd be nice. But otherwise, yeah. But we've got some money from Burnley. We've got some money from Saints. Firstly, goal for Southampton. But yeah. So, yeah, we're bringing in Zlatan. A draw against Arsenal. We'll probably be back for maybe, I don't know, the Saints game. No, by that point, we might as well just take on Man United. which we might end up doing. We'll probably play Man United in the next one. But there you go. We will leave it there, though. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below of anything you want me to check out in the beta whilst we've still got it. It's not long now till the full game's out, though. So I'm sure we'll be all ready for that. And we're very excited for that, of course. But we will leave it there, and we'll catch you in the next one.